Before we start this video, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, like button, and comment. Got it done? All right, let's get into the video, baby. What's good? This is your boy Tate coming back at you with another lovely video. How y'all doing today? Yes, baby, yes. Yeah, man. I just was thinking, like, from being a kid till now, what is the best Nintendo system? And it's coming down to the Nintendo 64 or the Nintendo Switch. Now wait. I know what y'all thinking. How could you compare the Nintendo Switch to the 64? I thought about that too. You can't do it. But the Nintendo Switch, honestly, guys, it encompasses a lot. The 64 was my childhood dream system. Nintendo 64 and the Super Nintendo, those two will always have a place in my heart. But as I just been buying these games, it just seems like the Nintendo Switch, it got a lot of games, and I mean a lot of games. I used to think the Nintendo 64 had a lot of games. The Nintendo Switch has a lot of games. Now, let's get into the ramifications of it. When you look at the Nintendo 64, right? We're going to start there. When the Nintendo 64 came out, I was a kid, very young kid. And when it came out, it was literally like being in another universe. The graphics, the 3D graphics, it was awesome. They got out of the Super Nintendo, the one-way thing. It used to be just straight one way, back and forth. You couldn't go left or right in like a whole world for most of it. I'm pretty sure some Nintendo, I want to say Super Nintendo games did, but if it did, I didn't play it. And I played a lot of games. Now I know Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, I mean, it's kind of, left, right, whatever. But as far as just adventure games and RPGs and stuff like that, the 64, when it came, Mario 64, when you was able to jump and slide and go in the water and do different things in the camera angle, it was everything. It was everything. The 64 was literally my favorite system. I enjoyed every game. It's too nostalgic. I was born in 87. I believe it came out in, I want to say 96 or 97 or something like that, but I know I had it. And Wave Race, 007, on 64, Zelda, Pokemon, Stadium, Turok, Doom, all these games, I can go on forever. Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing, right? At the time, it was just undefeated. It was literally undefeated. It surpassed NES and Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was always my number one too, but the 64 it was just crazy. Donkey Kong 64 with the Rumble Pack. It had an actual Rumble Pack, and you had the memory card too. You had a memory card too, and you had the red hard drive. I forgot the thing that you put in the middle. Dang, I forgot that fast. But you had so much to it, and the cords was long, and they did not get shorts in the cord. I never got a short. I never had a shortage in the cord. And we used to play that thing so much, y'all. This is for the new generation. We used to play that thing so much that we used to have blisters on our thumbs and our fingertips because we used to get it in. We had to break records and things like that. It was just so different, and I loved it. I really did love it. And it brings me to the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Nintendo Switch, right? When it came out, it was very different. It was very, very different. And I believe they had the Wii U, and then the Nintendo Switch just kind of like piggybacked off of that. But the Nintendo Switch came out and it was very different. It seemed like they took the graphics. If you're a graphic guy, then the Nintendo Switch is awesome. Even though 64 for that time, being the graphics was awesome. You know, I love to play WCW versus NWO Revenge. Warzone was really good. I love Warzone just for the, you know, the sound effects and I guess you could say the aesthetics and stuff like that. It was really good. But the Nintendo Switch, man, Mario Kart is awesome on there. Mario 3D World, all the Mario games, right? It's very awesome. It's dope. It's the graphics is good. The everything, the animation, whatever you want to call it, is just super good. And they have multiple games. Like I have a rack full of Nintendo Switch games, and it never ends. You know, you have Mario. They even got Sonic. Sonic at the Olympics. Mario vs. Sonic at the Olympics is raw. You just have so many. I got all the Mario games, just to be honest. But I got Ghostbusters and stuff like that. The Nintendo Switch is just super dope, man. I just want to know, like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that the Super Nintendo, I mean, the Switch beats the 64? Because in my opinion, in my honest opinion, from playing both of them, and it's Mario Odyssey is what I was thinking about. That game is, Mario Odyssey is equivalent to Mario 64, except for Mario 64, it was just the hidden gems, man. It was just awesome. Now, my opinion, I am going to choose Mario. I'm going to choose Nintendo 64 because it just was unbeatable. The James Bond, you know, 007. Nintendo Switch don't have that. A Diddy Kong Racing, Nintendo Switch don't have that. A Doom and a Turok, you know, that style of play, that feeling, it don't have it. The 64 was just too dope. It was just too awesome. The controller was really good because I have big hands, so I was good playing with the 64 controller and having the joy stick in the middle and things like that. I was good in the A and the B, and then the squares on the side, the arrows, the yellow arrows. It just had too many games. It had the feeling. Even playing Rugrats on there, it was just awesome. There was no feeling like that when we battled each other on 64. Everybody know the battle mode where it was 4 players, and then you can conjoin, and it could be 4 people at once and things like that, and everybody bring their controllers over. I really miss those days, and we had fun. We had a lot of fun, y'all. Like it was awesome. And playing 007, it was so competitive. You know, you even had grown people like getting in it because honestly, it was made for both. Nintendo Switch don't have a wave race. Wave race was, man, the sound of it. The waves, the water, the skiing on the water, or you know, with the boat, the jet skis and stuff. It was just super awesome. I love that game. It just brings back so many memories. And a Pokemon Stadium, Nintendo Switch don't have a Pokemon Stadium, so this is why I choose the Nintendo 64 over any system, because it had everything. The graphics were really good at that time, for that time, and they had Zelda. You know, you had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Nintendo Switch don't have that. You know, they haven't had anything like that. they really just copying and pasting and then selling us, the whole memories from a long time ago. Now on the Nintendo Switch, you can go online with your membership and stuff like that. And if you get the best membership, which I do have because those 64 games are just awesome, they have all the systems on there. So you can literally play all, and I'm not gonna say all the games, but some of the better games on the 64. You can't forget about Mario Tennis. You can play that on there. Mario Golf, just, it was just awesome, and I'm leaving out a lot of games. I know people gonna be like, how did you forget this one? How did you forget that one? But it was really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable playing that 64. But I give it up to the Nintendo Switch because the Nintendo Switch is a time killer. Like if you're trying to waste time and you want to play a video game and stuff like that, they have so much. They have a lot of games, but it's kind of the same thing. They're doing the RPG. They have that one for Mario. They got Mario everything, and they got this Mario this compilation. I don't know why it's not coming to me, but it has Mario Sunshine or all the dope Mario games for 64. It literally has it on there on this one disc, and I bought that, and the thing it cost like $100, but I bought that, and it's really good. It's really good. The Nintendo Switch is definitely top 3, top 2 maybe. The Super Nintendo, just that feeling is just raw. I love that feeling, and yeah, man, just talking about it just bring back memories. But I just had to stop by and talk about that, because that was one I really wanted to talk about with y'all, to see where y'all at on it, and how many games and stuff y'all have, because I know that the Nintendo Switch, it seemed like you can get like 1,000 games. Like there's so many games. There's games that's online games and hard disk, hard copies or whatever. I have the hard copies, and I have some online ones too that you can purchase. And I like the fact that you can catch them at a discount. You can if it's $50-$60, next month or whenever they having a discount, it'll knock it down to $20 or $15. Sometimes I didn't see games go from $70 to $5, $6 and stuff like that. But from what people say, they say it's just the games that don't sell a lot and sell well. So yeah, and that's online. That's for Nintendo Switch Online. But I do like that, and I like how the controllers are wireless and things like that. And I like how Nintendo Switch have wireless controllers for the older systems. When you play 64 or Super Nintendo, you can buy the wireless controllers for those too. I felt that was awesome. Like I really did like that. But y'all let me know, what y'all got, what the winner, who y'all picking for the best system. Is it gonna be Nintendo Switch or is it gonna be Nintendo 64? It don't matter what era you was born in, but you have to have played them. You have to have played them. Like we know one got the graphics, and that's gonna be the Nintendo Switch, and we know one just got the gameplay and the style, and that's gonna be the 64, and then feeling and the nostalgia, that's gonna be the 64. You just never gonna beat that one. But yeah, man, y'all let me know down below which one y'all have. But mine's, I'm picking the 64, y'all. I gotta pick the 64. It was just too raw, too raw. If y'all enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Literally, if you're gonna watch your boy, it's free, right? It don't cost nothing to subscribe. Hit the like button. It's free. You just hit the like button and boom, right there. It's easy, and just tune in. Keep checking your boy out, because I'm gonna be making videos back to back to back, man. It's always a pleasure making videos for y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all the best content, or at least try, to compete with all the chaotic stuff that's going on. Like I said, I just want to get back to, vlogging and talking directly to y'all, because it seems like everybody is just copy and paste, and they doing the same stuff over and over and over and over. And it's not even entertaining anymore, because for me, I don't even I don't even like watching it. I want to be personable. I want to watch people like myself, like people who I know, like y'all. Like, I want to communicate with y'all and entertain y'all and be entertained by y'all. You know, it's a lot of just chaotic, crazy stuff. It's not fun anymore. You know, this used to be fun. So I just want to get back to that being fun, this thing being fun. So yeah, man, I definitely enjoy y'all, man. I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Hopefully y'all having a good day, you know, and if you're not having a good day, hopefully this video makes you have a good day moving forward. But this is Tate. I will see y'all in the next video. I am out of here.